Hello and welcome to the trade setup. In this video we are looking at BBAI. It is time for another update, and on the long time frame we have been tracking this idea of a 5-wave move that could be developing to the upside and allow us to build a larger uptrend that could, even in the long run, provide reliable trade setups and clarity overall in the chart. Now, it is not guaranteed that this will work out. Overall, we are still in a downtrend if we count the all-time structure that developed here on the chart, and I would even caution that this could be a wave A down or a wave 1. Then here what has developed in the uptrend so far could be just an ABC pattern that still could turn back to even new all-time lows. Now, there is a good sign that we actually broke above the 78.6% retracement here multiple times, actually 3 times, and that is a good sign that we are likely, or rather more likely than if we didn't, to still push directly higher within this wave 3 that is overall developing here. Now, since the last video I actually added some more structure here. I adjusted some levels. Well, actually the levels are the same. I adjusted some counts really and added some different interpretations, but the main idea is that this movement that we are tracking, the 5-wave move to the upside that we have here in white, could still either develop as an impulse or it could still develop as a diagonal pattern. Now in the wave 1 we pretty clearly could see here a 5-wave move. I don't have any problem with this, but at the same time I could also very easily consider this an ABC pattern that would work out just as fine. And then here within this structure it is actually a bit more difficult even to count this as a 5-wave move, but technically if we don't look too much within it, it could still work out, and I could still argue maybe that okay, maybe this wasn't even the wave too low right here. It maybe had, although a truncation this strong is actually quite odd, but who knows. The idea is we shouldn't really look too much into the microstructure and we should really focus on the levels, and regardless of the fact that it would really be an impulse that is developing here to the upside or just a diagonal pattern, a diagonal structure, we would, for the most part, still be tracking very similar levels. Now, assuming that we had here our initial either wave 1 or wave A within the third wave to the upside, we would then, of course, be looking for a correction in wave B or a wave 2, and then we had this support zone between the $4.5 level down to the $1.9 level to provide a reversal, or to provide support and generate a reversal to the upside within this wave 3 and even push to new highs. And so far it worked out fine. We did reach the support zone very nicely. We did get out of the support zone. We pushed quite strongly, but it is not guaranteed that this correction is over actually, and this support zone could be revisited and probably or possibly even get to new lows within it, breaking this wave A low that we have here in the yellow scenario. And in that case we could even look for an ideal target, assuming that we overall just built an A B C pattern, or we are still building this ABC pattern in the yellow scenario, and then the ideal target for wave C would be at the $2 level, the 100% extension of the wave A. Now that is a threat that will continue to exist, especially until we break above this supposed wave B top in yellow, because I could easily say that this even could be a 5-wave move within the A wave. Then this could be an ABC within the wave A, this could be a wave B, and then this as the C wave to the upside, completing a correction in the wave B. So what we really need to do to really discard that scenario, that interpretation, is to hold the support zone that we have here and generate continuation to the upside. Now, from the previous video, I also changed the count that we are tracking in this uptrend, and I would much rather prefer that instead of having this as a 1, 2, 3 within a diagonal pattern, that instead we would focus here on a wave 1 up all the way here, a wave 2 down within the white scenario, and then within the third wave we have an ABC pattern that would be developing. And in this case it would still work out very fine for this to be a C wave that would overall complete the wave 3, and still we would have here an ABC. An ideal target for this wave C would be at around the $11 level, and then we would get a fourth and a fifth to complete the overall wave 3. Now, in the long time frame, if I were to be looking for an ideal target for the wave 3, I would take the 138.2% extension of the wave 1, and that would be my ideal target, and it would be at around the $35 level. Now, as you may see, reaching the 100% extension here of the wave C, and then pushing still higher within this structure, where let's look for an ideal target for the wave C within the third wave in the idea of the white scenario. Right now it would be at the $21 level, so it may need to actually extend quite consistently and seriously for this to work out as an actual third wave, but who knows, it may develop as a larger ABC within the wave 3 that could still work out. But there still is this interpretation that we have here in the blue scenario, where we are instead tracking an impulse to the upside, and in that case we have here a wave 1 up, a wave 2 down, and then a series of 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 setups, an additional 1, 2 setup here, for which I even have a micro count in blue in this area. And then we would overall have the same support zone that is between the $6.3 level down to the $4.4 level. And if you did pay attention in the previous videos, it is basically the same support area that we had here for a wave 4. It is pretty much identical. And in this case, I would be looking for an ideal target for the third wave within the blue scenario at the 138.2% extension at the $15.4 level. And this would overall complete possibly only the third wave within the third wave. But seriously, this may extend quite strongly. And we may manage to reach the ideal target for this 1, 2, 3 that would overall develop. And for now, all that we can do still is maybe look here a little bit in the short time frame, and I could argue that this could work out as a 1, 2, 1, 2 wave 3 up, and we could be looking for a fourth wave down and the fifth wave for direct continuation to the upside. Now, this is in a very fragile time frame, and I'm not necessarily expecting this count to work out too well, but the overall idea is to hold the 78.6% retracement here at the $4.4 level and track direct continuation to the upside, either in a wave C or in a wave 3. Now, if this turns out to be a third wave to the upside, I do need it to turn out as an impulse, otherwise it will not really be a valid count. And for now, what we can track within it is the support zone for a wave 4 in this area, and that would be in the area between the $5.7 level down to the $5.4 level. And as long as we hold this 50% retracement, we can track direct continuation to the upside within this structure. And if we manage to form here a 1, 2, wave 3 up, wave 4 down, and the fifth wave up, we may see ourselves with a wave 1 complete and could be looking out for a larger 1, 2 setup, where we would have pretty great risk-reward ratio and pretty good probabilities of still reversing to the upside and gaining quite a decent amount of profits on the way in the third wave that would follow. And for now, these are the levels, this is the trade setup. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and let me know what else you want me to cover, and I'll do my best to do that in the days and weeks ahead. And until then, I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.